edge of this moment, holding out for something golden. Found a light on a hill. I was waking up, looking for peace in a world that's divided. Gotta hold on tight when you find it. I was turning around, I was waking up. You're pulling me right in, rotate to you again. I'll live the rest of my life by your side. I wanna stay here forever, playing it all like the radio. Don't see how it could be better. All I know is don't let go. Stuck in a head rush about it. World's spinning fast when I'm moving slow. I don't know how, but we found it, something supernatural. The space between us, it feels like home. You feel like home wherever we go. The space between us is a place to rest your bones. It feels like home, supernatural.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome along to another customer review from LandPowerTV. This time you find us in County Durham and we are checking out a Claas Trion 730 Montana spec combine. So we are out with G.R. Herbert and Sons, and piloting the combine we've got Mr. David Herbert, who is going to share his thoughts on this machine. But before we get into all that, and as ever, David, if you could give us a bit of background about the family business.
Yeah, well, hello James. We're here just outside of Barnard Castle. We're farming around 1,000 acres, cutting about 800 for ourselves, and do about just shy of 200 for my other uncle down the road. Yeah, we do pigs mainly in the winter, and a few cattle running as well. So yeah, keep me busy.
Good stuff. And who's involved in the business?
So there's me as the worker. No,
Your staff.
Yeah, me, my dad, and my two uncles as well. All family run. Yeah. So yeah, it seems to work.
And what's so the cropping that you do? You say you do 800 acres. What sort of crops do you do?
Just well, wheat, barley, and oilseed rape. But not this next year.
Not this time of the oilseed rape.
Yeah, so yeah, and a bit of spring barley as well.
Right. And today, what crop are we in today?
We're in Costello winter wheat today. Doing quite well, I think.
It looks decent actually. Some nice fat heads on it actually, to be fair. Which pretty decent for 2024.
Yeah.
How's harvest gone for you this year?
Well, it was alright at the beginning, and we're a bit stop-start these last few weeks.
Yeah.
But mainly, no, it's been no complaints really. Everything's gone well, so we're getting towards the end of it now.
That's it. And how has this this new Claas Trion 730 coped?
Yeah, no complaints really. It seems to do what we got it for. It's the Montana definitely. We really like that, and the output. Yeah.
Have you had the Montana spec before?
No.
This is the first time.
It's the first one with the Montana.
Right. So for those who might not know, the Montana spec, it levels out the combine across the axle. You can do it laterally, side to side, and it will also do it front to back as well. But you were saying just before you don't really use the front to back.
We don't use the front to back that much because we didn't notice a vast amount of difference, and it's often fighting with the header.
So you leave it turned on side to side then, do you?
Yeah, we just leave it all the time, sorts itself out. You just you can adjust it here on your manually.
All right, you can do it manually as well.
Yeah. We have it manually set there to adjust the header, so the pitch of the header. It's there all the time. You can just, if you leave it, normally leave it there. It's about -5, just because that's handy. You just adjust the pitch a bit more.
Yeah.
Hopefully, won't need the lifters as much.
Yeah. So when it's being adjusted sort of front to back, is it? You adjust it on the front axle, or is it the back axle that tips?
It's all on the front axle.
It's all done on the front axle, right?
It's all, there's nothing on the back axle. The back axle is just normal.
That's just a normal back axle. Right, so it's this front axle that does everything.
Front axle's just, it's on two big rams. Does it come in quite useful? I mean, there's a few rolling hills around here. Yeah, definitely. There's some field, there's definitely one just across the way there that used to dread coming across because it's about 20 acres, but it was long and thin. You have to go up and down the hill,
Yeah.
And there was, I think there's 7 poles, telegraph poles in it that run along the bottom. They used to have to go around. So now we drill it off the poles, go and cross over the hill. So the sprayer man's a lot happier. And then we can just combine right across the hill, and it's a full
full tilt, is it?
when it's on that. You'd think you'd notice it more than you do, though. A lot of the time, it does it away. If you're turning around on a hill and you're one way, then you're suddenly the other way. You don't feel it rocking around. It just
it's not throwing you about. It just gently adjusts as you're coming around. That's even today, like turning on the headless sea,
you can just feel
it. Feel it just a little bit, just sort of sorting itself out. And does it make a massive difference, keeping those sieves level?
Yeah. I think you would notice a difference if you didn't have it, definitely. But the sieves are good with the new TM6 sieves. Yeah. Anyway.
But it's less noticeable, tilting it front to back. Would you put that down to now you've got a rotary?
Definitely. Yeah. You'd probably notice more on the straw walkers, but we were using it up and down the hill as well. But it would just lift you way up coming down the hill, and it's just putting a lot more strain on the elevator and everything.
Yeah, well, that's such a droop down, then, isn't it?
It's coming up nearly vertical. And so for the extra stress you were putting on, we didn't think it was worth worth using it, because we didn't notice any difference in the output of the combine as opposed to when you're going side to side.
Sound. Combine history. What have you had?
Well, all Claas, going back to Senators and Matadors, going back a long way. Previous to this, Lexians, all straw walkers. This is the first rotary we've had, it was a bit of a leap of faith. We weren't sure whether we were going to, because straw's a big thing for us here. We sell a lot of straw.
Do you use a lot of it yourself?
We use a lot, and we sell a lot. So that was a big thing, but we seem to, there's no bones about it, you definitely take a hit on straw quality. You've got a rotary combine, it's never going to be as good as a straw walker. But it's what we do. It's all right. I think you get the same amount of straw. I think it's still there.
It's still there.
It definitely smashes it more, and it's a lot better this year. The crops, when the crops are a little bit greener, it's definitely a lot better on the straw. When the straw is just not quite, if it's rotten ripe, then like last year the wheat was well broken down behind the combine. But it's just the compromise you take for the output, isn't it?
That's it.
It's one or the other.
Would you say that's your only compromise, though? Really? What other compromises you have found?
That's probably the only compromise, is straw. I mean, it's quite a big one, but but that's definitely everything else is. That's the only reason you'd have a straw walker, really. There's not many men who chop all the straw and have a straw walker, is there?
No, that's it.
There'll be, if you want output, you get a rotary, don't you? That's the ins and outs of it. And you worry about the straw later. But around here, there isn't many rotaries at all, because straw's a big thing. We're not far from right up the dales that they like the straw, so it's a big part of the business as well.
So what was the combine before this? What did this one replace?
A Lexian 650 straw walker, so the 6 walker. So it was definitely an increase in output. We're running about the same speed, but we've got a bigger header. We're 5 foot bigger on the header.
Right.
So it's about a 20% increase on output, and definitely a lot better on the losses. Rotor is leaps and bounds ahead of the walkers for the losses. Definitely notice a lot less on them, and the sieves definitely provide a better sample. We've got the new TM6 sieves that are just we weren't going to have them. There was nothing wrong with the frog miles, we thought, but our sales representative pushed them, said, you'll see a lot more benefit, a lot better sample, and you will, and you do. See what it looks like behind us.
That's it, well, it looks alright so far. And how long have you been running this combine? Was this new for this time?
Last year.
You got this last year,
We
right?
got
So
this
this is
last
its
year.
second
Well,
season.
it came halfway through barley,
Right.
but we knew like we were left with our other combine. Let's say it comes when it comes, so that was it. And we did. Did we do 100, 150 acre with our old combine in the barley last year?
Yeah.
And then this arrived towards the end of the barley. But yeah, so no, this is the second season with it now.
Right.